Our first guest tonight knows all too well this playbook, seeing as he was instrumental in unraveling the original Russia hoax played against President Trump and his supporters before, during, and after the 2016 election. Joining us now to discuss is Devin Nunes, the former chair of the House Intelligence Committee and now the CEO of Truth Social. Devin, thanks for being here tonight.
Oh, Kara, I'm honored to be with you.
And
Love your show.
Thank you so much, and I really do appreciate everything. I mean, as you know, I've been following your career for a while now. Love everything that you were able to bring to light, especially at a time when so many were afraid and they thought, well, you know, the FBI, they wouldn't be going this hard after Trump unless they had a kernel of evidence. Turns out there was never any there. And so following the unraveling of this now apparent CIA plot to boost Biden in 2020 and to diminish President Trump, it must have you feeling like a case of deja vu, would you say?
This is actually more shocking than it's getting credit for. For a long time, the CIA has been kind of unscathed through a lot of the domestic issues. They managed to stay out of it. You know, all of my dealings with them, especially the people that worked abroad in very difficult situations, they had the support of the American people. They had the support of the Congress. But as you said, you know, whether it is just a few deep staters or if it's a broader problem, this for sure implicates the CIA directly. And I just can't believe, I think the key point of that Federalist story this morning is that there was an actual current CIA employee who did this. Look, and I've been saying this for a long time. The 51 spies who lie should not hold any position in government and should never hold a security clearance again. And so I applaud that this is good work by the Republicans and my former colleagues in Congress. But sadly, it just, you peel back the onion and you just find more rot and corruption. And this is absolute corruption. It's a major black eye for the CIA. And I don't know, where this is going to lead. I mean, are there, there could be contamination here.
And it is so, like I mentioned earlier, I mean, this is happening under Gina Haspel. Doesn't mean that she knew exactly what was going on. Not trying to say necessarily to implicate her, but all I'm saying is even under a Trump appointee, you can have an agency that, again, assuming all these emails and letters that we're getting now from the committee are indeed accurate and everything is, we understand it all, that the idea that this agency was soliciting these signatures for a letter to help one candidate at the expense of another during the 2020 presidential election. I mean, with friends like that, quote unquote, I mean, well, you don't even need enemies at this point. I mean, is that something that you find time and time again that, as we talk about the deep state, I know it's maybe become a joke at this point to kind of use the term deep state, but we shouldn't lose the severity of what that actually means, that even if you're the president, you appoint someone.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Look, I think the most important issue at the highest level here is the corruption within the Department of Justice, and we know that the FBI is rotten to the core. That we've known, that we proved back in the day, back in 2017 and 18, and it's only gotten worse and worse and worse as the activities of the FBI. I think what's important about this is that this is the first time that you've got the CIA, a city member, not, you got the 51 spies who lied. Those are former people. This is somebody that's sitting there, as I understand it, still works there to this day. And now I go back, and I read the story this morning, and I haven't had a lot of time to talk to my former colleagues, but I think back, I know that department. And this is the department actually clears things for the public, for public consumption. And I will tell you, now that I think back about it to the time when we were investigating the Russia hoax and the Ukraine impeachment hoax, they were a royal pain. And now what I think is that they had that all controlled by deep state bureaucrats. And, all those people in there should be immediately removed and suspended. And, hopefully my Republican colleagues will push for that. I'm guessing we're just at the beginning of this. But like I said, Kara, I dealt with these people. And now that I think back to it, they were involved in some really corrupt stuff back in the day when we were trying to get information out to the public.